You need to have done your speech to someone before you stand up in front of an audience. Doing it to the dog won't help. It has to be a person. The real reason? The real reason is to silence your inner critic. Without committing to years of therapy, who is that negative voice that you hear in your head in times of stress? Well, that voice doesn't know about the subject and the way you want to interpret it, the situation or the audience, so dismiss it. Dismiss that irritating negative noise and replace it with the supportive and affirming positivity of the person you choose to be your sounding board, your test audience. Welcome to our final lesson, preparation and on the day. Let's start with rehearsal. We've talked a bit about rehearsal, about making time for it, rather than rehearsing while you're doing other things. Not pacing, rehearsing in your clothes and your shoes. But there's another practice technique which will help your confidence. Relaxing before you start rehearsing takes a little bit of effort, but delivers great results. If you start your rehearsal stressed, you might just be training your body in a way that you don't want. Relax, play music, shake out. You're alone, doesn't matter, whatever you do. Whatever puts your body in a calm space is training it, and you'll hear the difference in your first words. Rehearsing is best left until you have a clear structure for your speech. Not that you can't change things, just don't give yourself any training in being vague. Use keywords or notes preferably, unless there is a quote or a statistic that must be absolutely correct. Have it on a different card. Hold it up to where the audience can see you read it. It gives you credibility and authenticity. Choosing a sounding board. Choose your sounding board for you. No politics, just someone who will reinforce your success and nudge you to be better. Tell them to be honest. Hope that they'll be tactful. Present your speech for this person. Discuss it. Go away, make changes, re-rehearse. Then present your speech as a finished work. Do the final speech for the sole purpose of getting approval and positive comments. That is to silence that harping inner critic. You can also have your sounding board prepare some easy and some hard questions to answer for practice. You'll need something to think about on the way to the venue because your speech is finalised and you don't want to be messing with that. When preparing to leave home, take a bottle of water, check that you have everything you need, props, cards, visual aids. Of course, you will have made a list. I once saw my father in a very embarrassing position during a major speech. He was talking about big ideas, and he said he could show the audience something that no one had ever seen before and no one would ever see after his speech. Now, normally, he had a peanut. He broke open the shell, showed the nut inside, and then ate it. On his way to the speech that day, he couldn't find any peanuts. So he opted for a mandarin. Same idea, right? Nope. He choked, he had to spit it out. That was the lasting impression from the speech. He didn't get the contract and he never repeated that idea. Now, images. If you have images with you, such as a PowerPoint presentation, take a backup CD as well as your laptop, backing the presentation up to iCloud or Dropbox, somewhere remotely retrievable. At the venue, arrive early, check out the room, stand on the podium or at the dais, see if there's a table for water, your props, etc. See if your notes fit onto the podium. Ask where you'll be sitting before you're introduced. Practice walking to the podium from your seat. Don't feel silly, all good speakers do this. If there's a venue technician, you need to contact them and you need to make friends. They are a powerful ally and a cruel foe. I know, I used to be one of them. Inquire about what pickup the mic has. We've covered this in the technical section, and they'll let you know where the mics are and where any cameras are. Apart from the technical aspects, there's another useful purpose in arriving early. It gives you a chance to mingle, especially with people you know. Find out where they're sitting, and that gives you a friendly face for eye contact. You're ready. You're prepared. You're confident. Always remember, you will not die, and that you have been asked to speak for a reason. You have something to give, and you're sharing it with one other person. Thank you for choosing Learning Fever, and best wishes in your public speaking career.